All right, we're back. Same old shit. Nothing different. We are in week 3. I don't remember if I said I was gonna do a review of the last battle. Maybe I did, and if I did, then it was jammed in the last video. But I'm kind of recording these things out of order. So right now we're 2-0 plus 9, I think, and our week 3 is against Dustbin Lexi. Before we get into that, we're actually here with Jason, Diet Tight. We're just shooting the shit. He'll help me or talk, and yeah, we'll talk out loud while we do this. Maybe we'll just talk about some other shit in the background. But we were already dealing with some other matchup prep, so I just figured like, oh, I'm not gonna kick him out of the call or whatever. So you see this matchup here? All right, so I'm gonna start talking out loud. Gouging Fire's cringe. Tinkaton, kind of cringe. The reason I singled those Pokemon out is because my 2 Terras are at the forefront of my mind, Ogerpon and Regidrago. There's a Greninja. Iron Boulder's kind of annoying. Just because it's not faster than everything, but if it is like a Terra that has good defensive typing and with SD, it might be able to get a setup opportunity without having to switch out multiple times, so it can make use of Booster. So it's kind of annoying. I've drafted yet another team where the Terra isn't that hard. Like, it can be Terra Fairy, it'll hit Darkrai, Hands, Crocodile, Regidrago, and then CC for Earthworm, and then Mighty Cleave, and that's basically it. Obviously, the Terra Ogerpon would get a speed boost. Well, it'd be slower actually against Booster Energy, so that doesn't even help. But the main thing I know is like the Gouging Fire, which quad resists Ivy Cudgel. I don't remember. Does Gouging Fire get recovery? Does it get Morning Sun? Okay, yeah, it'll almost certainly be used that way. Yeah, that's cringe. I've had some thoughts about this matchup already oscillating in my brain. So now for what it's worth, Ivy Cudgel is non-contact, but I don't think I'm gonna bring Terra at all. So there is that. Yeah, I have a Regidrago idea already in the back of my head, but so I'm getting ahead of myself here. You got me ahead of myself here. Main things I know is I think I have a lot of good stuff against Gouging Fire. Helmet Crocodile, Helmet Hands. I have a handful of faster Pokemon. Primarina walls both stabs, so I think my team is very hostile to Gouging Fire. Thunderous. Thunder's a bit more complicated. I have guys that outspeed. It can't T-Wave Darkrai because it's a Dark type. I could use Iron Hands as an AV Pokemon, and then that would work too. It just depends first on how I decide to deal with Gouging Fire, because I have like 3 different options, and then the other Pokemon kind of fill out around that. Mamoswine's a little interesting. Well, actually, Mamoswine gets countered by Earthworm. So, I mean, who knows if I fit it? What do you say? Nah, Earth Eater. He could be Terra Fire, Terra Fighting Mamoswine to hit the Earthworm. I don't know if I'm gonna fit Earthworm. It honestly just depends on how crazy Mamoswine ends up looking against me. Because another thing is, like, Primarina also can chew for Mamoswine, I think. So I could use a Primarina. No? Earthquake does too much? I mean, obviously Orb does. But Orb is not coming, I've decided. For no reason. I just declared it's not coming. Yeah, I mean, that's the best it's a Mamoswine, that's the best you can expect. Hold up. It does more than that. 43 to 51. Yeah. Yeah, and it probably will be out of it. Alright, so Mamoswine, Primarina, that's probably not in the cards, so I'll have to think of something else. But that's fine. Is there anything else? Boulder's gonna need specialized, like, Mickey prep. Like, it's not gonna be enough. Well, actually, Necrozma might just wall it. But, well, Wallet's generous. Yeah, wallet is a strong term, but like it will eat a hit, kill back, Morning Sun. Yeah, I think it will definitely not be gouging, but the other two are up in the air. One thing that matters though is if Mamoswine might be Terra. Like I guess what I'm saying is Iron Boulder and Mamoswine probably aren't key threats on the same build composition. It's probably one or the other. So I could use Necrozma that way, which is nice. But we'll see. I think it's probably in the cards for Primarina to check gouging, but we'll see. Greninja. There is a Greninja that also Primarina checks Greninja as well. It does get Gunk Shot. That could be something for AV hands. Oh, it's just Sludge Wave now. Cringe. All right, whatever. So I'm gonna calc Ogerpon against Gouging Fire just to make sure it's as bad as I think it is. I'm almost certain it's terrible. Ogerpon, Gouging. Because if it is terrible, like I think it is, then I'm just gonna cut to the chase with the Regidrago that I've cooked in my brain. Hell yeah, 20. Let's go. Alright, that's what I thought. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna calc based on that. Stopping Tantrum LOL based. Knockoff could get a Boots off. Hahaha. Fuck that. Alright, so one thing about building with Regidrago is that it's generally easy to make Drago win cons because its stab is so strong that it's, I don't want to say this sloppily, but its stab, anything that's neutral to its stab, you can pretty much engage with it as if it's super effective. And so you're always kind of just like Dragon Claw plus coverage, and then that's pretty much always going to be enough. There are exceptions, of course, but so with that in mind, like if you look, Dragon Claw is going to hit Greninja, it's going to hit Gouging Fire. Iron Boulder might be Fairy, but otherwise it hits that. Thundurus, Aloe, Toedscruel, and Mamoswine. So we're really looking at just having something that's going to beat Tink and beat a Fairy Iron Boulder. The obvious answer to that is Steel. Steel is neutral against Tinkaton, but Tinkaton can't hit it, so it's just naturally going to beat it. And then Iron Boulder, of course, is always going to get hit by one of those two. If it happens to not be Terra, Terra Blast Steel is also just super effective on it. But yeah, I think like Dragon and Steel hits this team in general very well. And like after a DD, it cooks. There are some Pokemon that Regidrago just straight up sets up on very easily, like Aloe and honestly Tinkaton. Now you do have to be wary of the Encore, but there's some things to, fuck around with that. Toedscruel's not a real Pokemon. Next question. So here's what I had in my head. I have to think. Mox will reveal whether this is even good, but I'm thinking Sub, Dragon Dance, Dragon Claw. Oops, shit. Dragon Cheer, Dragon Claw, and Terra Blast, Terra Steel. As we talked before, that nice HP number, leftovers. I happen to have that memorized because I built with Regidrago a lot, but obviously 544 divided by 16 plus 1 gets you to 545. 544 divided by 16 is 34, so it rounds evenly, just to verify. So as far as speed goes, we gotta think, alright, who do we have to outspeed at plus 1? Obviously, something like Booster is above our pay grade. It's just, it is what it is. But after that, we have Thundurus, we have Gren. These are the faster Pokemon. The fastest thing that they're gonna want to or even be able to outspeed will be my Ogerpon, because Darkrai outspeeds them both. Honestly, same for a Boulder that's not Booster. It's all the same idea. So I could just cover max speed Thundurus, or I could, I'm gonna do something a little faster than that. I'm gonna cover something like Gren or Iron Boulder that's trying to anticipate an Ogerpon creep. If you just cover Thundurus, then like you're not Like it can't go any higher. It can't go any higher than a possible creep. So I'll think of it this way. Obviously, I know this on the top of my head, but for your visual, Ogre Pawn max speed timid is 350, and we'll pick Iron Boulder. So if you wanted to outspeed this, would do is gonna be 352, and then for good measure, I like to just slap a 20 on or 24 on there. So we're gonna want to outspeed 358. That will almost certainly cover Thunderous, which again, I happen to know max speed 353. That's well in bounds. So 358, I'm doing this on my phone, 358 divided by 1.5, because Dragon Dance boost is 238.667, which makes me think that 239 doesn't do it. Yeah, it's gonna have to be 240. That's what Rich Drago has to be. Now, if we wanted to just create 352, we could afford to go a little less than this, but I think we're very clearly gonna have the EVs to spare. Maybe we won't. I guess we'll have to see. So that's the maximum threshold for the speed that we're gonna need. So after that, we have to consider what are the Pokemon that we need to be able to maintain a sub on. I think Tickaton's not going to be an issue. The other one I had mentioned is Aloe. Everything else obviously is going to hit too hard. So we'll take this out. Regidrago. And 16 HP. Now Alomomola has a higher attack and special attack, but it could reasonably be both. If it is special, it's going to be Scald. It's not going to be like Surf or something like that. The only reason you run special is kind of for the burn, not for offenses. The strongest physical attack it gets is Liquidation. What were you going to say? Yeah, it does. Yeah, Chilling Water's weaker, so we'll be covered anyway. So Liquidation currently can hit as high as 27.1. We have to get that under 25. That should be around, yes, yeah, 56. All right, that's the amount of defense we're gonna need. Then every move, once we Terra to Steel, every move Aloe has is not gonna bring sub. And so that gives us room for max attack and then 8 in special defense. It is possible that we could strangle the EV spread a bit more to say, you know, maybe we don't need max attack, we could put a little more in Spadef. Maybe I care about that, maybe I don't. We'll see. So yeah, I did have that thought. We'll see if he ends up even bringing that or if it matters, because like ultimately, like, I can just Dragon Claw like through it. I guess Helmet Alluring Voice could be annoying, but I imagine Aloe has to think like it's not a favorable exchange. That's at least the assumption I would make, but we'll see. We also, I mean, we don't have to break it all down in a day. If Regidrago kind of ends up a little fucky, but it takes out 2 or 3 Pokemon with it, then I mean that's good enough. Ogre Pawn might come, but obviously not as Terra. Of course, it'll bluff Terra for reasons, but I could see like just a regular Spike set being cool. I could also see like Spadef or even Scarf. I could see Scarf like pivoting in on Gren, then you turning on Gouging. Ogre Pawn, though, the thought is like that's for another day. The next part, like Regidrago was an idea I had immediately in my head that I wanted to bring. So the next thing, as we've talked about, is like low-hanging fruit. Are there any Pokemon that have to come and that the role that they're going to fill is clear? I think from what we talked about, Primarina is probably going to just be designated for Gouging Fire. It's possible that other Pokemon will be providing assistance in that role, but just looking at the team, like I think that's what Primarina is probably going to be here for. Similar to last week, I could see like FizzDef Specs being strong maybe, but I'll honestly just have to look at the EVs to see what it looks like. Hopefully, like +1 earthquake doesn't do strange amounts. That'd be not good. Oh really? Thunderfang. Fringe. Okay. Well, let's do adamant. Yeah, that's not bad for no invest. Okay, that's not bad. Then there's +1. Okay, that'll do a KO. That's fine if I'm like helmet. I mean, that should surely do it, right? Helmet. I like the prospect of being specs as well. Who brings Thunderfang? Let's verify that you're right. There's nothing else, but I think that is right. Yeah, it is just Thunderfang. Okay. So I can be helmet and even like endure helmet. So I would switch in on like a one attack. I would click Moonblast, take another Thunderfang. We're looking at 2 helmets, maybe 1 to 2. Then I endure another helmet and then another to kill me. So we're probably looking at a minimum of 3 helmets, which takes him to 50%. And then it'd be a Moonblast, which probably doesn't do half. So if we're helmet, like it's highly likely that that's going to be enough to trade for gouging fire. It's highly likely. Like I said, it would be nice to have spike, or not spikes, specs. But let's I bet if I calc this though, I bet I would immediately think that specs isn't worth it. Yeah, I think it's probably not. Specs. You know, that is 2 KO. They did like Spadef, like max HP, like a clunky, then that would be bad. Alright, specs is kind of enticing actually. So let's see. We can at least look at moves, right? So we're gonna have Moonblast. We're gonna have Surf probably. What sub are we worried about? Like sub gouging? What's the set? If it was sub, or the 2 attacks? Sub DD. Yeah, but like, it's probably an easy guess for me to be like, oh, Orthrum's not coming, I'll just run Declaw Thunderfang. The next question is, does that actually do a lot? Because like, is it worth hitting and not breaking a sub? It's basically the question. Ability, liquid aria, or no, liquid voice. I had sparkling aria. I trolled. Oh, that is a lot. If it's specs. This is around 50 if it is specs with no best. Yeah, so thing is you'd have to DD. So how's this work? I go hard premium as he subs, he's at 25%. He DDs as I hyper voice, he is at 45%. Okay. So specs beats this, but helmet maybe. Let me see. Thunderfang. +1. So the specs example beats this. Does the helmet? He goes sub. We go Primarina. He DDs. I liquid voice. He's at 45. That would be the worst case scenario. The only thing is the roll doesn't matter really. It's gonna be a 2K either way. So I liquid voice. He's at 45. He attacks me. I live. He's at 24. No, he's at 30. He's at like 29. Actually, hold on. That's just the helmet. He takes helmet and then I. Yeah. Okay. So both of these sets beat sub DD. Specs and helmet both beat it. So it'd really just be. So both sets beat it, and it also doesn't matter whether it's liquid voice or surf. Well, actually, no, I think that's right as well. Let's say it's surf. So he subs, we go pre-marina. We break sub as he DDs. He's at 75 right now. He attacks and is at 59. Takes a surf and he's at 29. Okay, so let's see. In the 29 example, Endure helmet would be required. If we're helmet, we need Endure, and it would still work. Choice specs, surf, choice specs. I'm currently trying to weigh two things. Does surf versus hyper voice matter? And does specs versus helmet matter? And it seems like helmet surf works if I'm Endure. But if I'm hyper voice, I might not need Endure. If he raw DDs, like you said, let's just say he DDs twice. Or do you just mean DD once and he attacks? Okay, DD once. So and this is with Proto, so he Thunder Fangs. Takes a Moonblast. Okay. Yeah, so specs just wouldn't beat that set. So it does need to be helmet. So we've narrowed it down to helmet. Now that we're here, now that it has to be helmet, it's either, let's see, because hyper voice is, oh, it's 90. Hyper voice is 90. I was thinking, okay, yeah, I'll just be hyper voice. Be hyper voice with liquid voice. So now we'll do some EVs. For EV, we'll do 232. So this is worst case. I don't know how impactful this roll is, but the nearest rocks number would be that. Seems kind of trivial. This is inactive. 62.9. 36. Oh, jolly. Interesting. So it seems like 232, 236. No more, no less. And then we have 40 to spare. And then any base 60s we care about. Allo 65. Actually, flip turn could be nice though, so I think I would want to be slower. Like for sure slower. Everything else is too fast anyway, so I can afford to be min speed actually. Flip turn. I think the last move would either be like I'm on the fence if I need indoor. So, but we're looking at it's either indoor or ice beam, and I guess aqua jet. Like there's a world where it's aqua jet, but right. $52. He takes another 35. Yeah. And then he'll have to take one more when he actually kills me. That brings me at 18. Now, alright, yeah, that's probably a good justification. Now, the last thing though is once we leave him at 18, I need something. So we would go hard. Does that help? If we go hard Primo on DD, it's still 2 KOs. No, it's -1. Charm is -2. Charm is not priority. It's just baby doll eyes is priority. Yeah, you fucked up. You fucked up. All right, so keep this for now. We have Drago Prim. All right. So now at +1, something needs to outspeed at +1 or priority hit it at +1 and kill it. Our options are, I'm actually, hold on a second. I'm actually worried that Fake Out Hands doesn't do 18. That's like very possible. Yeah, it does not. Okay, that's not gonna work. Shit. So it would have to be like ew, gross. Maybe though. Maybe. Or a Scarf Darkrai. Darkrai's kinda demon a little bit. True. It just it kinda does nothing into Tinkaton. Yeah, I can. Does it have like a, I don't know how to say this. Does it have like a free click or like, kind of like, oh, it has T-Wave. Kind of like how, okay, look, I know you're switching out. I want to do something to this Tinkaton. But it does have T-Wave. That's true. Also has Scarf Trick, which is nice for Drago. I don't know if I'd want to cough it up necessarily. Hell no. I mean, it gets Sucker. Sucker genuinely is stronger, for what it's worth. I mean, Fake Out Lure did 10. It did 10. 14 to 16. What the fuck? Okay, max attack does it. That's also true. Yeah. Okay. Fucking true. All right. So here's the thing. Here's an issue. All right, is a mistake being made What the hell is Crocodile for? Like, couldn't this be the same? Like, literally just Pre-Marina. I'm thinking, can't Crocodile just be what we just made this Pre-Marina do? Just get into her. Yeah. I guess gouging like does burn, I guess, but we can. It gets Crook gets phasing moves too. Because then you minus the attack. It should be. It's better in theory. And you also get rocks up that turn. Maybe there's a little bit of trolling going on. Like Prim is still good because like it doesn't hurt to have 2 Pokemon for gouging, but also if you're Fizz Def, you're naturally gonna eat a hit from Boulder. So, like it could be a helmet bot for Boulder as well. I might bring both now. And yeah, that's exactly why I thought like I would have to have a phasing move. Yeah. Yeah, that's what it would be. Now, if we do it this way, Hands is definitely AV again, which I don't have a problem with. I'm just saying it would have to be for the Gren. Well, that's all. I mean, it's AV for Thunderous too. What do you mean? It just well, Darkrai would outspeed Thunderous. They're still in the Necrozma in play. Ogerpon might not even come. Honestly, it might not. I'm gonna run these other guys around. I'm gonna do the things that I just talked about and then see where we end up. So, Assault Vest, and this also will be Helmet. There's another thing to what you had just said. If Ogerpon sits, I mean, there is definitely a world to make Necrozma beat a Thundurus. Definitely. So, there is that. Helmet, what would we want to outspeed? It's 92. Gouging's 91. I don't think we care about that. Maybe a mid-speed Tink could be nice to outspeed. That might be it though. Yeah, okay, get this out of here. Probably max HP or something comparable to it. We are Helmet and not... We're Helmet and not neutral to rocks. So 399 minus 16, we want to be 383. Right, am I trolling? Yep, okay, 208. Stealth Rock, Earthquake, Roar. I'm almost certainly, I'm just looking. Yeah, Epinoc. You never know, you never know. So gouging, -1 attack. What the hell is this? Yeah, I don't think that does a lot. Blitz, Dragon Claw. We'll calc Outrage as well for sake of argument. Oh, this was gonna have Endure. Yeah, it's the same power. This is gonna have Endure. Which could also take Endure off Prim, or maybe they're both Endure. Let's see. Maybe we don't need it. It just depends. Flare Blitz. 2 And 252. Let's see. 43.8 is a max roll. Yeah. That's like right on the cusp. Yeah, that is if he's booster. I will take booster off because like there's nothing we can do. Yeah. Yeah, looks like not much less than that. Do I want to knock? Is knock a better play than earthquake ever? Well, the first click is rocks. Roar would probably be used only if he was like that burning bullshit. So I rock first. The next time, I'd probably earthquake because like I really want this guy the hell out of here. I could also just roar on switch in that case. What I'm really entertaining is like if I can drop knock for indoor. I'm not faster. Like what I'm thinking is could I make Primarina like bulky specs and then Crocodile does what we just made Primarina do is kind of where my head is at. I think specs is pretty good. Because like it's not hard to justify like knockoff or like why it's good, but do I actually click it? I feel like this thing's gonna be used as like oh my god, gouging fire, what the fuck button, more than like I have to get the boots off of Alamomola. Like I don't think that's, it doesn't have a lot of, it doesn't have the luxury of caring what's gonna come in, is I guess what I'm saying. No, that's never happening. Yeah. And if it's... Yeah, and if it's not that, it's not clicking T-Bolt, so like the switch into Necrozma or something is pretty safe. I'm not looking for all the different options that I could be. I'm looking, can I justify Endure? Like, can I jam Endure on there? I would never take Brick Break over Endure. I think Thunders gets screens for what it's worth. Yeah, Tink gets screens. But yeah, I think I'm gonna drop Knock and we'll see if it ends up fucking with me. This makes me want to go specs on Prim, like bulky specs. Maybe I'll regret that. But I could have Aqua Jet as my last. I might have to rework this spread, and maybe I won't actually. I think I would want to 2-KO Aloe. That does do pretty damn good damage. How much would I need to get to 50? Kind of a lot. It might be worth it though. Yeah, I think I will do that. We'll see how this affects like emergency gouging fire calcs, emergency iron boulder calcs. So Thunderfang with booster attack is almost to a KO. Honestly, might be fine. I might just do that. I guess I could consider with quiet nature. 28 to 9. Let's fucking go. Did add this one. No, it doesn't make sense. Okay. I think I'll run this kind of prim. Let me check Iron Boulder. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, I don't think it's... That cleave is like basically not into a KO in any situation. Relevant is this? This is kind of an obscure calc. Yeah, I don't think this doesn't matter at all. I'll get myself another EV. Okay, so we've adjusted that. Drago, Primarina, Crocodile, and hands. Hands will be AV. Probably not. Right now, we're still kind of in low-hanging fruit. Like we know that all these Pokemon need to come. Probably after this Assault Vest Hands, that's when it gets more interesting. I do think Hands is a good lead in general, so I might do that. So we have Hands. Well, I'm saying that more from a place of I think I switch into Gouging Fire easily. Versus Lead Grant, I do just kill it. Thundurus probably doesn't want the smoke. So yeah, I agree with you that I wouldn't take those hits. I just think he is fearful of those Pokemon. I could also lead Crook and then go Hands on Gren. That probably also definitely works. How fast? This is almost certainly not what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna put it here for now. We'll see. So for some reason, I'm used to this particular number. I think in ADV, I make base 50s outspeed 65s a lot, because like Vaporeon and stuff. It's all the reps, man. It's all the reps. So so we'll just go straight to fuck. Okay. True. Sensory. God damn. Shit. 57. What the fuck? Bro, I definitely killed with Supercell Slam. Surely. I think Supercell Slam's just 100. Yeah, it doesn't. Fuck. Now, one thing to say about this is like, this is not a team that's very easy to raw extrasensory on. But his type isn't going to change after the first clip. Like, he'll probably surf. No, I don't think so. I think what we're talking about is actually very obscure. It doesn't come into play most of the time. Well, in this case, we're talking about like being able to change up so you can live things. But I guess you're also right that I know what you're saying. I'm trying to get the calc right. I guess I'll just change to this is what you're saying. If it's not stab, then the extrasensory doesn't even do that much. I think the thing is, I just see Gren most of the time as a Pokemon that's clicking one move and then switching regardless. So it's not to say this doesn't matter, because it does, but I don't know that it's like dramatic. Like, I think Battle Bond is crazier, honestly. Battle Bond is fucking nuts. True. Wait, is this modest? Actually, I think it can be modest. Oh, it can't. It'll be slower than Ogerpon. Maybe he'll decide he doesn't care about that. The speed. Whatever then. Whatever. No. Early Gen 9, I used to always think it had like Darkest Lariat or something. Which I don't even think exists anymore. Darkest Lariat doesn't exist. Greninja might also be a Pokemon that has to be checked by committee, because like there is no good answer. There's Extrasensory for Hands, Sludge for Prim, Dark Pulse for Necrozma, Surf for like it kind of has. Actually, no, it doesn't have 4 move slots. It has a move for everything basically. It would be Surf, Dark Pulse, Extrasensory, Sludge Wave. An AV Drago could do it, I guess, but you have to just know that it's no Ice Beam and play as such, and then be walled by Dinkaton. It can't be used this way. Yeah, but it would versus an AV set, it would always outspeed and encore me into whatever I clicked on Greninja. Yeah. So like in effect, it would be. For my clicks, probably Thunder Punch. We'll see. We'll see, honestly. Earthquake. Alright, let's see what's wrong with this. Is there a better move for Gren? Probably not. Unless I was like, I merely just did Volt Switch. So I would get hands in on like the Surf, Volt Switch, go Darkrai. Could do that. Drain actually hardly hits anything. Like it hits Mamoswine, but I would never do that. So we won't assume that Drain Punch comes for now. Ice Punch I think is my best hit on Thundurus. Ice Punch hits this Mushroom too. So I think last move could be Fake Out, Drain, or Volt Switch. You know, oddly enough, like if I do get hands in, like kind of awkward switching into hands. Yeah, like he will have to just go Grand and be like Specs and just like blow through me. If he's gonna be like some bot U-turn setter or something, like his next move is like pretty bad. Which makes me think like, ooh. Honestly though. Let's see. Bro, are you kidding me? Oh, I'm calm. This honestly is not a great calc. When I could just Earthquake for similar. Well, that one's gonna hurt. No matter what I click, that one's gonna hurt. True. List I thought. Oh, why is it? Oh, it's so defensive. Yeah, this is like the world's bulkiest Thundurus. Yeah, all these are like 2-hit KOs. How much do you think it was doing? I don't have a lot of S. I mean, it's not Adamant. I wonder if Adamant even does it. Yeah, Adamant's closer. Max Tech Adamant's probably closer to what you thought. Fake Out, Volt Switch. Fake Out. Well, it would have to be, he'd have to be pivoting on a certain click. So like if Greninja clicks Surf, then he's gonna expect T-Punch and go. But the thing is, like, gouging doesn't beat hands like that. Like it does, but they trade. Yeah, I mean, he'd go hard Thundy. But like that like kind of feels like shit too, I imagine, for him. Yeah, so I probably shouldn't be Volt switching. I should be committing to attacking in each scenario. No, because if I miss Supercell, if I miss Supercell, it is literally the end of the world. That's a 50 cut. Like, I should just kill myself if that happens. I'm literally clicking X if that happens. Maybe I should focus punch. Because the thing is, like, yeah, because the thing is, like, he can get away with it by making the right click. It's technically, like, it's bad for him, but it's also not in my control either. Yeah. I'll probably know that right away, though. I'll know if he specs or not. Yeah, but yeah, when I first switch in, I'll know if he specs or not right away. And so if he reveals that he's not specs, then I click a normal, like a earthquake or something. But focus punch is the only click where, like, I don't have to predict, regardless of what he goes into. It's taking half. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so now it ended up being a lot of low-hanging fruit. But we got Prim, Hands, Crook, Steel Drago. Now we gotta think, best leads. The way we can easily think about this is, like, what do we not want to switch into? And that'll, like, narrow, like, almost most of the Pokemon down. I think Gouging Fire, it's not a Pokemon that anyone loves to switch into, but I actually can do it. So I guess it's not the highest priority. Gren is kind of uncomfortable because it's not that I don't have a drinker, but, like, the U-turn. The U-turn, and then I'm kind of behind. So it makes me think I do want to at least lead something that's going to beat Gren. Lead Thundurus is also a little weird. Yeah, it could be a lead Darkrai or a lead Hands. Yeah, it's probably one of those two. Yeah, I would say so. That's true. It could be another Earthworm game. which the thing is, like, that pretty much answers the question, though, where I can lead Hands only if I bring Earthworm. If I don't, then it's Darkrai. True. I mean, I know it eats it, obviously, but I don't believe in Life Orb. He's not bringing Life Orb. Power. Well, 2 kills, so with Orb. Yeah, so we'd have to get the prediction right. Yeah, or maybe the worm comes. The thing is, we also talk about, like, Necrozma. being a thing. Dude, why does this do nothing? I always think it should do more. This thing is crazy. No. Necrozma is great as just being a psychic type. Dude, they're like, oh, you didn't draft a ground. Like, bro, I have a ground resist. Like, bro, I have Necrozma. That's my ground resist. Now, what's a little weird is, what do I do after that? Like, we could get this out of the way. Photon, heat, probably morning sun. That's actually a good idea. Like, he's gonna go Tink, right? And I'll get encored into whatever happens there. No! Hello? Since when? Actually? Yeah, I think you're right. There's a world where he's like Balloon Tank, I guess, but who cares? Yeah. For what it's probably be like Meteor Beam. But again, I can't if I'm gonna pivot this on Mammoth Spine, I can't use it this way either. Special, right? Yeah, I don't know how worried I should be about Tank, honestly. Yeah, I don't either. Could be knock, I think. But the way I see it is like, if I go hard Kirk on gouging, that turn is pretty free. But if I come in on Orb Earthquake from Cross, I have to Morning Sun. So I'm probably like not getting rocks up in this scenario. Now, as far as last moves go, I could be Cannon, but I don't think I need that. I could be Flash Cannon to hit Mammoth Swine, but I don't think I need that. I was thinking Calm My Mental Orb and just like slapping the shit out of Tinkaton. But I'm worried that like if rocks are up with the Mammo, then I'm kind of cooked. seems very troll to be dark. I think if he even thinks to be Terra, it's gonna be to hit Earthworm. Like I think he'll be fire or fight, probably fight. Maybe. Yeah, it would have. It would have been perfect. I mean, that's not the worst idea. I'm thinking like CM Mental Herb or I'm just Boots. Does it get that? It does. Hold on. Hold on. Well, the thing is, Crash is weaker substantially. So even if he's Orb, and if his move is Crash, he's... hold up. Why does it do 85? Oh, over 2 turns, over 2 turns. Yeah, Life Orb Crash is 42.7. So I could go Heavy Earthquake, Knockoff, Imprison, Morning Sun. Oh, also Walled by Thunderous. True. I could see Light Screen being cool. I would want to be Light Screen for Thunderous probably. I already checked Mammoth's White. Or Eat for Mammoth's White. Like random Mickey Light Screen. Maybe. I'm just worried it's not going to be useful. Probably Thunderous. It could also help versus Boulder, but it just depends. No. Right now, I think Hands is leading. It's either Hands or like the Darkrai that we are yet to create. I kind of like the idea of being Black Glasses Darkrai. Sucker. D-Pulse. It's just going on YouTube. I'm imagining a world where like Thunders comes in, I have Photon Geyser while on Acid Blocks because it lives 1. Well, it just gets revenged by Darkrai. I just have to get in range of Darkrai. That's all I would have to do. I don't need the screen. If I were CM and Tinkaton is dead, how easy is it to get CMs? that thing still have toxic? Probably not. If I do light screen, nobody's gonna pivot Gren. That's for sure. It's not gonna be anymore. The thing is, I'm worried about if I'm not boots and they get hazard sub Mammoth Swine 2 at KOing me. So it's the item that's the issue. But like Power Gem hits Thunderous and would at least Gren would at least not be immune to it. Also hits, well, Earth Power hits gouging, so. I think maybe I think I will pack CM in the bag, I just won't use it for a while. And then we'll just call it like. Now from our discussion earlier, I think we have Darkrai, Black Glasses, Sucker Punch. And the thing we needed it to get to is it's gonna hit. The worst case scenario is that it hits Kirk how many times? 244-ish. Yeah, and that wouldn't do a lot of damage either. The only way it's like gonna immediately be threatening is if it does a certain amount. So my stack. So it's like if it hits twice. So 100, 16, my 16. Then I would endure my 16, and then he'd kill me. No, I'm not. But do I? But he could click something else, couldn't he? Like Raging Fury. So if he takes, he'd be at 33%. Now, these things are all the same power. 120. So if he attacks right away, then he'll have 33 health. If he tries to DD first, I think it's the same situation, but I get a hit off. Or do I not get a hit? Yeah, I actually wasn't going off that. Well, actually, I guess I was about to. Technically. Yeah, that's true. How much? There isn't an easy answer to this question. Yeah, it's never gonna do 33 for what it's worth. Now I'm unsure. Should Darkrai just be like Scarf? Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're right. You're definitely right about that. Okay, so if that happens, I'm open to the idea that Trick could be cool. Is there a move? Does this get Flash Cannon? Something to hit? Oh, yeah. Now, I do need a hit on Gren that I can be proud of. So, no. I don't want Focus Blast either. If it gets it done, then I'll be mixed. Again, that's just how it's gonna be. It does not get it done. Fuck. I could be T-Wave. Damn. Man, I think I'd want to paralyze it, like Thunder Wave, and then beat it. But actually, my guys aren't faster than it. Now that I think about it, after a battle bond, they might not be faster than it. Damn. Okay, Focus Blast is 70, Thunder is 70. Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just run these 4 and I gotta hit my Focus Blast. Yeah. Yeah, this is a hypothetical where Iron Hands has died, Gren took no damage from anything, and then I miss Focus Blast, and then I'm out of jet range as well. Like some disaster scenario like this. Because like it's possible that it's taking enough chip, or like I can just Dark Pulse or Sludge Bomb, rather. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. Yeah. Or hit my focus. Nah, you always play the odds each individual turn. Yeah. I don't think so. Yeah. I think well, I forgot how I rationalized it this draft, but I ultimately decided because if this is a speed pick, then I'm just taking the fastest one on the board. So like I took Darkrai over Meowscarada too. Yeah. All right, so this team is done. I'm going to hopefully get a mock soon. Jason may or may not be here when that happens. We'll see. Probably not. But yeah, this was a long. All right, so we got our first mock. This is actually against Jason. Now many of you might be thinking like, oh well, he helped you build, but like, yeah, I mean, as long as your mocker doesn't literally make plays as if they know your team, then it's fine. And if you are a mocker, don't do this. Play like it's a real game. So this is Terra. There's no Mamoswine, and this is Terra Fighting Boulder. Okay. That's not too bad. I was gonna lead Hands or Darkrai. That was originally what I had planned out. I'm gonna lead Hands, Tinkaton. Okay. Is this thing just gonna rock? How much does Earthquake do? There's no balloon. Earthquake is 70? How much does Play Rough do to me? I feel like it doesn't do anything. 35? This might be a whack play. I'm not sure. That's in half. Don't be leftovers. Alright, good. That did 35. Okay. More damage than I would like. I think I have one Gren switch in the tank. But Regidrago's kind of opened up, so it's not too bad. Also, Primarine's getting a kill every time it comes in. Thunderous. This thing can Psychic. And also T-Bolt. Darkrai, 2 KOs. This is a weird spot. I could go Necrozma. Necrozma take from this. T-Bolt. Yeah, I'm gonna go Necrozma. That's my most flexible Pokemon right now. Okay, one for Psychic. Okay, here's the thing. There's no... What's he gonna go into? I think I might just Morning Sun. Thinking like he might Volt Switch. Oh, is that a weird play? I could CM. And then if I CM... Breath Power... That would do 50, that would do a KO. But your Dark Pulse would do... Oh, wow. Actually wouldn't do a KO. That's interesting. Party wants to CM. You know what? It's a mock. I'll CM. Let's just see how it plays out. Nasty plot. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm just gonna Geyser. This looks like it's just gonna be a trade. Which is fine. Because here, like, I can go... No, I just go Darkrai. I think I... Pulse? Is there any contrived play that I go for here? Yeah, I just Dark Pulse. Here's Hard Aloe. I'm gonna go Primarina. It's a little weird because my Necrozma's dead, so when Thunders comes in again... Like, Thunders could come back in. Yeah, the thing is, this doesn't kill me. It doesn't kill me, and I have Aqua Jet. Goodbye. Yeah, I was at least thinking like, oh, I'll live, but also, yeah, I'm actually perfectly out of range. 81.8 is the max roll. He doesn't know that I'm Specs. So this is actually a very unusual spot for him. Here's Gren. Yeah, I feel like he would be inclined to Sludge Wave. Let's see. You Sludge Wave. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna go in the hands. That's what it's here for. Let's see how much this does. Sludge Wave and it's 39. Okay, that didn't do anything, but he does get the poison. That is very, very annoying. I feel like I want to Focus Punch. Let's see, that did 20. Yeah, I'm gonna Focus Punch. Okay, see that ultimately that didn't matter because if I hard EQ and he goes like Aloe, like it doesn't do anything. I guess you could argue that he wouldn't go Aloe. I guess that's a fair argument. The uncomfortable thing though is that now it's kind of like Scarf Darkrai for Greninja. That's like kind of what we're looking at here. If he does lock Sludge Wave, well, I don't know about lock Sludge Wave, but him clicking Sludge Wave gives me an opportunity to go Drago and set up. Okay, so this is a speed. This is a speed guy. If he SDs, I think I'm just gonna, yeah. Hopefully he SDs. Yeah, he cleaves. Alright. The annoying part here... Ooh, this is a mixed bag. The annoying part here is I can go Primarina, and it will not kill. The Moonblast doesn't do enough. Or I can go into the Crocodile, take the attack down. The close combat will do a lot, and it will leave me open to gouging fire. Let's see. If I go Prim, I Liquid Voice in any situation. And he, so I'll either, yeah, that's what I do. I'm gonna go Primarina. I'm gonna Liquid Voice, Hyper Voice, and he's either going to, okay, let's see. He's gonna flip here. I'm slower. Flip turn. Yep. All right. Now now someone's gonna have to take a Specs Hyper Voice. It's probably gonna be Gren. And it's not gonna do like amazing damage. Let's see. Okay, that did 48. No, that's not bad at all. All right. So a part of me thinks he goes. Part of me thinks if he goes for Sludge Wave, then I want to go to Drago and just kind of cook, because I don't know how much out of range I am of Iron Boulder anymore. I need to keep crooking the back for this. Yeah, I'm not in a good spot though. Iron Boulder. Sludge Wave does kill me. And then you'd be in Bond. Ooh, that'd be not. Oh, you're Protean. You're Protean. I'm trolling. You're Protean. So my Darkrai always outspeeds. Oh, okay. My Darkrai always outspeeds. How much would your Sludge Wave do? 60? This is not. Yeah, I don't have a good play here. Yeah, I think I let him wave me. And now I gotta use this to get Drago in. And I feel like he's gonna U-turn. Let me think. Yeah, I think I'm gonna sub. So he goes for U-turn. And he goes to Iron Boulder. Now I'm faster. Does +1 Dragon Claw kill? Ooh, it might. Yeah, I'm gonna Dragon Dance. Kind of annoying situation. So he goes to the fight. Oh, he's an attack drop. Okay. I'm subbing again. Yeah, I don't know. Yep, I'm gonna get that attack drop again. That's gonna kill. Alright. Very good spot for me. Aloe. I'm gonna sub again. What item is this? Let me think. I can Dragon Claw once. If he's Alluring Voice, that'll do 5. So if I Dragon Claw once, I'll be at 9%. Yeah, I'm gonna Dragon Claw first, see if he's Helmet. Maybe he will be. He is not. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna sub. Okay, that's 1. And hopefully this just kills. Okay, it does. Alright, so the Regidrago carried. This thing is broken. This thing is so broken. Yeah, so that was a. I mean, obviously I won, but I don't think. I think there's a lot wrong with this team, so I gotta make tweaks. I might get another mock before I actually finalize anything. But yeah, I'll see you whatever I do next. Alright, so we get another mock. The only change I made was I put light screen. I put light screen over Calm Mind on Necrozma because like ultimately the +0 photon geyser to a KOs in the same way that the +1 does on Thunderous. Other turns like I can't see him in the early game either because like I can get Encore by Tinkaton, so like I think I might as well just throw up the light screen. It has more. Like, that's kind of a slot where I would want to run T-Wave, but it doesn't learn it, so it's kind of just like having a click to benefit somehow. With these 6, Thunderous is benched for Toadstool. So Necrozma is extremely freed up. Iron Hands is more questionable of a lead now because of Toadstool. Data, Mycelium, Light. I think this always move second, go last. Status moves. Yeah, so I'll lead Iron Hands. Oh, perfect. Okay. So the Gran should switch. I think I'm just gonna T-Punch. He might U-turn. Yeah, so it's Protean, U-turn. Probably gonna go with Hard Toadstool. Okay. I would assume that you're, I don't know, maybe your ability shield? Okay, so we just EP'd. Well, that died. You know, that is decent for him because ultimately this hands took half. So it's a little dicier for Greninja. This Play Rough, Play Rough is 35. I still can live 1 from Gren. So I kind of want to go hard. Either Crook or Prim. I could go hard. I could go Drago and try and cook right now. How much would that Drago take from a Play Rough, like right on the spot? I feel like he's inclined to rock though. That's really what I expect. It would do half if he did that. Yeah, I want to go Drago and sub, but I should just go Prim, I think. You know what? No, this is the situation for Drago. Oh, Reflect. Okay. Maybe he'll T-Wave me. He goes for Reflect. Reflect, Light Screen. So it goes for Knockoff. Okay. That's annoying. Does he Encore me? Bulldoze. Ooh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That Bulldoze did not do a KO. Do you have Encore? You do not. So I'm gonna sub again. This thing is Reflect, Knock, Bulldoze. This last move is not Encore. So this is interesting. The thing is, like, I might be able to stall this screen out. So now Gouging Fire is in here. Thing is, this is gonna be a plus. This is gonna be a plus. Effectively a +0 Dragon Claw. Yeah, that did a lot. Weakness Policy. Okay, that's fine. Because I'm still faster. Okay, so now it's Greninja. That's gonna do a lot. I'm still faster. So now the screen is gone. Aloe is here. I'm gonna sub. I don't think they're gonna have a move to hit me. Yep, Scald. And we'll see if this is Helmet. Maybe it is. Okay, that's a 72, and it's Helmet. Okay. So at least that has you pretty low. So I got a lot of mileage out of that. This Aloe is low. Gouging Fire is effectively dead. Gren dead. Toadstool dead. So now I gotta basically make sure I get this next turn right. so if Primarina used Hyper Voice, that would not kill. Well, presuming this is calm, my okay, yeah. I was just seeing if I could verify that it was calm. It has a good chance that it is. The problem is, like, if I go Darkrai, if I go Darkrai, it's kind of a bad spot because it's like straight for Tinkaton. I could go Cross. Cross is pretty good into everything. How much the Crossman's Earth Power would do? 23. Yeah, I can either do that or go Primarina. Hyper Voice. Yeah, this is a tough spot. I think I'm gonna go into Krozma. I'm gonna go straight for Earth Power. I think he's almost certainly going to switch. Yeah, go straight to Tinkaton. And that does 44. I'm gonna Earth Power. Now I wonder, like, if I should just stall some screens out. Black. I think I'm gonna Photon Geyser. Goes for knock. My boots are off. This how many turns did that last screen go for? Reflect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this is gonna go the full length. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna let you burn some turns out. That way I can hit everything. I actually didn't check. This Iron Boulder is Terra fighting. Okay. I'm gonna go Crook and get rocks up. Alright, now there's Aloe. Yeah, kind of annoying that Aloe got healed again, but it is what it is. At least the Gouging Fire is now effectively killed. I'm gonna go into Krozma. Oh, the Tinkaton's killed now too. So I just killed 2 Pokemon by getting the rocks up, basically. So I'm gonna get a screen up. Yeah, that way, what main thing I was concerned about is, like, Iron Boulder getting to operate behind a screen, which is not what we want. Okay, do you flip? Okay. I think Hazard is gonna go first, right? Surely it does. Okay, here's Boulder. Okay, this is exactly what we wanted. You're never faster. So I'm just gonna Earth Power because, like, why would you ever go Terra Fight, you know? This cleave will do 62. So Earth Power. I'm just gonna Earth Power again. You're not killing me. You know, alternatively, I could just Photon Geyser because the Earth Power is not going to kill either. So if I go Photon Geyser, yeah, I'm gonna go Geyser because actually I should EP. I should EP because you'll be in range of Darkrai no matter what, I think. Yeah, I should just EP. Oh, Agility. Hold up. Okay, at least you're in jet range, which is what I cared about. The thing is, Cleave doesn't kill, so it's kind of tough. But yeah, I also had Aqua Jet, so now it's like, yeah, these other two are gonna die to rocks. And then so it's just Aloe. Yeah, I'm X-Def. Yeah, I still feel kind of weird about this team. Main thing is, like, I feel like I'm weird in the Thundurus. Maybe Drago's, like, not as good as I think it is. I have to think about it. Tink, you're down. Gouging, down. Aloe. I'm gonna move first in Morning Sun. I'm just gonna go ahead and prim and just start clicking buttons. Okay, that did a lot. So this must have been max HP, max defense. Alright, so I probably will like come up with some changes in my head, but I'll give you an idea of what that is probably next time. So yeah, whenever I record the next one, see you in a second. Alright, so I got another mock coming in. A couple of changes I made. I added Drain Punch and some physical attack to Greninja. I was thinking like even versus Battle Bond, there might be, if I'm like full health, there might be a safer situation where instead of versing a Focus Blast, like I could Drain Punch, get myself into full, and then I'd live the next hit, and then drain again. So like, it just depends on what health Darkrai is at, but I give myself like an extra option. I found myself in mocks like not tricking ever. Maybe I'll regret that, or maybe I'll just drop Focus Blast in exchange for trick, but yeah, we'll see what Drain Punch does. And then the other thing is I ended up doing this off camera because I forgot to record myself doing it. But I'm gonna take an Assault Vest Primarina for a spin. I was thinking Kibia originally, just for the Sludge Wave Grand, but then I thought, you know, maybe it'd be valuable for the T-Bolt Thunders too, if it came down to it. Maybe I will just end up being Kibia, because like it just still does a lot. Right now Sludge Wave does you know, less than half. But I mean, that's good. The Psychic will hit like Protean Poison type Gren, and then I still have like Moonblast, Hyper Voice, Aqua Jet. I was just finding that like Specs wasn't as valuable as it could have been, and I was finding myself like having to switch out because Greninja was going to revenge me anytime that it came in. Like as soon as Primarina takes like one hit, it's immediately revengeable. So I think tailoring this set to not be revengeable is probably like the most valuable thing I could do. The HP, the speed was really just 24 Alamomola, and then this this Moonblast 3 KOs after, I don't remember what the roll is. I just did it, but it's not a 2 KO on Alamomola. It might be a 2 KO after Rocks, or maybe with some chip. It does like 37.5 minimum, so that's actually 2 rounds of Rocks. I don't have spikes, so maybe that's a mistake. I might have to run I might be able to run like a little less, or actually it might cover like leftovers. I don't remember, but yeah, the specific EVs were like special attack and speed, and then the rest was in bulk. The 232, 248 is for that Sludge Wave calc to avoid a 2 KO, and then like remaining 16 in defense. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm gonna hide replay. So this U2. So this is a Mamoswine team and a Thunderous team. So one of these guys got benched. There is a Tinkaton, Gouging. There's no Aloe. Okay. So there is a Mamoswine and Thunderous. This gets a bit dicey. Regidrago's opportunities to come in are a little more complicated now. Maybe he sets up on Thunderous, because like I doubt he has a move to KO me. He might have Focus Blast for when I'm Steel, but he won't right away. Part of me wants to lead Iron Hands again. Actually, I wanted to lead Crocodile, now that I think about it, versus the other compositions, but now that there's a Mamoswine, it kind of makes me feel a bit different about that. So I think I could lead Prim versus everything as well. That could be a good idea. Because this Mamoswine does so much though, and it is faster. But he at least wouldn't get hazards. But Iron Hands is going to take a fat load to Earthquake. Not having a planned lead is criminal, Mr. True. Yeah, it's the Thundy and the Mammoth one on the same team that that I'm a little awkward about. Let's see. I want to lead hands. I think I do want to lead hands. The Earthquake is going to do 75. Yeah, I'm going to lead hands. I'm just going to... Oh, shit. I'm not Drain Punch. Fuck. Okay, that's unfortunate. I go hard... No, I can't go hard Crocodile. Yeah, I fucked this. I just gotta go Necrozma. Alright, well that worked out. I think I'm just gonna... Let's see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna Photon twice. I wonder if that's Scarf. Okay, so he just rocks. He is faster than me. So... Alright, that did half. I'm now gonna Morning Sun. Might go Tinkaton. If this thing is rocks, is the Tinkaton like some other weird thing? That's what I want to know. Now I'm out to a K range with Earthquake. I think I want a Geyser. He should go Tinkaton. And I would think that he would be inclined to... Ooh, don't flinch me. Not good. That's okay though. He has to try and flinch me again. I would think that he'd want to go Tinkaton and like Earthquake, or not Earthquake, Encore me into something. But... Okay, here's Gren. So I'm gonna go hard hands now. My Necroz is at full, so the Mamoswine ends up getting rocks in exchange for 50%. Not a terrible deal for him. It's probably fine for me. Probably fine, I would say. Here's hands. U-turn. Okay, this is another Protean set. Now you're gonna go... This is Orb Protean. Okay. Alright, so that's Orb Protean. On this turn, like, he's probably gonna go... Maybe back to Mamoswine, honestly. Tinkaton's also possible. It's kind of weird, though. Thing too, like if I was Shuka hands and I just like took a hit and then killed him back, maybe that's Tropical Mamoswine actually. That could be what that is. Okay, hard gouging fire. Okay, well I'm probably gonna get rocks up here. I would think Intimidate, and he goes for Earthquake. I'm just gonna get rocks. He's gonna switch out, like almost certainly. So now there's Mamoswine. I'm gonna go back to Necrozma, nothing to think about. This should do like 38. And a crit. Of course. I love getting crit. I'm gonna go back to Morning Sun. I'm gonna get Morning Sun again, get back to full. Might try to flinch me. I don't know. He probably shouldn't. That would not be best play. I'm very curious what this Tinkaton is. Hard Gren. Okay, I'm just gonna go back to hands. I'm in a pretty good spot again. Okay, you're gonna U-turn again. Sludge Wave. Okay, this is gonna do nothing. Ah, of course you get the poison. Worse. So now I'm going to Volt Switch. Or I could Earthquake actually. Earthquake would hit everything. It's like Mamoswine would take some damage. Mamoswine might even die. Everything else takes an Earthquake. The truth is I want a Volt Switch, but if I Volting into Mamo, it's just so not ideal. Let me think. If I Volt Switch into Mamo, I go into Necrozma. If he were to double Gren, that would be not great. What did he do last time? Did he go hard, Yeah, you don't go hard Mamoswine. Alright. Now Earthquake would have been good there, it would have. But this is also fine. So I kind of want to go Crocodile. No, I don't want to go Crocodile. I don't want to do that. I'm going to go Drago. And I think he should Encore me. But we'll see, honestly. See what he goes for. Part of me does want to also... He's gotta, if he T-Waves, like, he's gotta consider that I'm, like, Lumberry. So I don't know if that's even, like, something he wants to do. I think I'm just gonna go straight for Dragon Dance. If he catches me, he catches me. Ooh, Mamoswine is here. Okay. Alright, we're in business now. So, I'm faster. I'm just gonna Claw. Okay, that's one. Mamoswine's gone. I'm in a pretty good spot right now. We'll see if Gouging Fire is boots or not. This is a scary spot for my opponent. Yeah, like, it's true there are ways in my setup to get foiled. Yeah, if he encores, like, I was fully aware that he could encore, but, like, I'll just switch out and I'll be unpunished. Where did Drago Arena Trap now? What does that mean? Arena Trap? What does that mean? Well... yeah, I don't know what this is in reference to. Yeah, my thought was he's not going to 2-wave because I'm Lum, then I will just eat him alive, and then if he encores me, then I mean I will switch. I mean nothing happens to me basically. Now Thundurus is here. This. Okay, that's fine. You're dead. Oh, you're not dead. Well, now I'm kind of interested in... now I'm a little interested. Ammo's dead. Craw's at full. I'm gonna go into Crosma now. That way I can keep this if you would be Focus Blast. I do have a couple... Ghost Ring not. That would have done nothing. Questionable. I'm gonna Light Screen. Tinkaton is here now. Now I'm gonna go back to Drago. You knock off. Now I'm gonna sub. Like, you can't really do anything now. I'm gonna pick up another one. It's a 20. Now I'm gonna Terra Blast. You cannot break my sub. You know, honestly, I wonder if I should just be Earthquake over this. Should I be Earthquake? Because Steel doesn't really hit anything. Alright, so this took most of Thundurus, killed Tinkaton. That's it. Alright, so Regidrago got decent value. This was like kind of a lesser case scenario. Alright, this is a cringe situation. What Terra is this? This is Terra Fire. Okay. I want a Dragon Claw. Yeah, I'm not worried about this. Because basically if I go into Prim, just liquid or yeah, hyper voice, I'm in pretty good shape. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Just go straight into this. Hyper voice. There's really no switch in for the most part. Gouge of Fire. That's a 47. I'm gonna go straight to Crook now. I do want to keep some health on this. Dial. Backdrop goes for Heat Crash. Damn. Okay. I'm gonna endure. Ah, shit. Okay. This is at least in range of Darkrai, I believe. Actually, is everything in range of Darkrai? Well, not everything, but yeah, it's time to just start clicking with Darkrai. Actually, does it have a chance to not kill? Why is this so weak? Uh-oh. Oh, you just lived. Oh, I just lived. Okay, hold up. I just lived. That's unfortunate. So now we have Thunderous. Let me think. We have an Iron Boulder. I wonder honestly if I could just attack into everything and still win. Like Thunderous can't kill Necrozma either. It could never happen. Yeah, Prim actually just beats. It kind of just beats Thunderous actually with Jet. I don't think it's that close. The Jet does 14-16. Yeah, it's not in range yet. Here's Gren. I feel inclined to sack hands here. I mean, this thing has overstayed its welcome. Let's see what he clicks. Sludge Wave. This is gonna do that much. You gotta hit me again. Go for the T-Punch. Alright. So, this range is pretty low. Back to Thunderous. So then I just go Darkrai, right? Is that a mistake? No, I don't think it is. I could Dark Pulse. Yeah, I can Dark Pulse everything. Yeah, I'm Prankster. You cannot do that. Now... there's Boulder. I would assume that Greninja comes in right now, it'll be Water Shuriken. Okay, here's the Iron Boulder. This Dark Pulse will do... okay, it's not going to do this much. What is Terra? Fire... how do I activate the Terra? Fire... I'm trying to change the type. How about rock? Alright, I guess that'll do. Dark pulse. Actually, I think I just have to attack this. Or like I would sack Necro. Sack Necro, go Prim. Maybe I just attack. Mighty Cleave. Kind of a tough spot here. He's gonna Terra, obviously. Wait, hold on. What if he's fighting? And then I jet. Yeah, I think I just Dark Pulse. I'm in a weird spot. Okay, so that didn't SD. Okay, he did not SD. Okay, so now I go Necrozma and I just Earth Power. And I just kill 2. Even if this is banded, it won't kill me. Yeah, actually, I was trolling. I was trolling actually. I forgot you can't SD and attack at the same time. Okay, this is gonna go down. Now, Bren. GG. Okay, if I make any further changes, then I'll do that in another recording if I remember, or I'll talk about any other things I'm talking about with the matchup in a future recording. So yeah. All right, so I made a couple of tweaks. I realized that I don't need to be Terra Blast Steel. I can just be Earthquake, and that'll still hit. It'll hit Tinkaton better, but it'll hit the Iron Boulder. And Dragon Claw still hits Mamoswine very hard. So yeah, I decided Earthquake's better than Terra Blast Steel. I took like a little bit of... Actually, I don't remember if I did this on screen or not. I became mixed Darkrai because there are some situations where I could be... like I could hit a Gren and then get my health out of range of their hit and then hit them again for drain, rather than having to rely on Focus Blast to hit. So basically, like, I just created another option for me to not have to risk Focus Blast. I hadn't been tricking in any of the games. I don't remember if I went through this or not. My last record yesterday from today, so there's a good chance I'm forgetting what I talked about. But I think I ended up taking Volt Switch off for Drain Punch. Iron Hand's just hard to switch into in general, so I think just attacking with it is fine, even if I don't get every click right. And is that it? Oh, I also switched to Mental Herb for Encore Tinkaton, and I also adjusted the spread quite a bit because I wanted Scald Alomomola to not break sub after 2 Scalds. So 1 Liquidation, 2 Scalds, and Alomomola's not going to break. I Mental Herb instead of lefties because I found that like the recovery from lefties like wasn't that important, at least not in mocks. It's possible I may come to regret that, but I don't think so. I think pretty much when I sub once and get a DD once, maybe 2 DDs, I'm pretty much ready to go. So yeah, that's basically how I see it. I am about to play any minute now, so yeah, I'm just kind of waiting for my opponent to respond, and then we'll be in the game. Alright, we're in the game. That's a Toedscruel and a Mamoswine. There's no Thundurus and no Tinkaton. Okay, so the Regidrago is gonna have to prey on the Alomomola. There's not really gonna come another opportunity. YouTube. Admittedly, I am like somewhat underprepared for the Toedscruel. I mocked against it once, as you saw, and it just kind of sucked. But like, I don't know. I imagine someone who rationalizes Toedscruel is gonna have like a better use for it. Necrozma can be used squarely for the Mamoswine, which is fine. Let me think. Yeah, because there's no Thunderous. The thing is, like, Mamoswine lead is reasonably possible, but like my leads are all kind of weird into it. Like if I led Mamoswine to 75 to hands with Earthquake, but Drain Punch does give me a lot of health back, so there is that. So like if I led hands and then Drain Punch, then I'd probably go hard Necrozma on the second Earthquake. Yeah, I would get a lot of health back. Yeah, fuck it. It does leave me it does leave me open to Gren, but I think that's okay. This thing will at least go second if it tries to attack me. Okay. Oh. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. He thinks I'm really fast. He thinks I'm really fast. No. He clicked Spikes or Spore. And so he went second. Oh. Oh no. Alright, so here's Gouging Fire. He's gonna go for Earthquake. I'm just gonna get my rocks up. And Aloe is here. He's probably gonna flip turn. He's almost certainly going to flip turn. That makes me want to go Primarina, probably. Primarina? Is that right? Yeah. Because like I can go Drago and then I'll immediately kind of give the game away that like that's what I'm trying to do. And then he's gonna switch out anyway, so it's not like he's gonna fall for it or anything. It's a little weird for him here because anything he goes into will just kind of lose. So I could see him going. Yeah, there kind of isn't really a good answer here. The thing is, sorry about that. I ate recently. The thing is, like 3 Moonblasts does take out this Aloe. So if he goes to anything other than Gren, I might just Moonblast. And then Moonblast. That would get Aloe at least, I wouldn't say low, but is this Wonderstones? Okay, so we don't know if this is Boots. Yeah, I'm thinking if he goes into anything other than Gren, then I might just Moonblast a bunch of times. What does he? He's in a weird spot. Because like if I'm him, I would go like into a Bootsmon, then back to Aloe. But that, I mean, that only works provided that you have a move to do anything. Yeah, this is a whack spot for him. There's like no, he hasn't just. Yeah, the Thunderous sat, and Tinkaton also can take hits from both sides. So if he had Tink, this would be a chance to get like rocks up. So here's Gren. All right, I think I'm just gonna. Ooh, I could be going a little over the top here. By going hands. Sludge Wave. Yeah, I want to. Here's the thing: if he's Battle Bond and I Psychic, I'm gonna look like an absolute goon. Yeah, I'm gonna go hands. I think he'll U-turn. Go Sludge Wave. Okay, that did 19. Okay, that didn't do a lot at all. But he's almost certainly going to switch. But what is he going to switch into? I think I can just Earthquake. Last time he went into Gouging. Earthquake also hits the Greninja. He could go hard Mamo. If he does, I mean, it just kind of is what it is. So he goes into the Mamo. Now, if I Drain will kill, Earthquake will kill me. I technically can, like, give this up. I wouldn't say give it up, but as far as Gren goes, like, I do have a full Prim. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Because anything he clicks, anything that he clicks, I'm gonna get enough health back to where I'll at least be out of range of Gren at least one time. And then I have, you know, the nearly full health AV Prim and the Scarf Darkrai, and like that should be a decent amount. Maybe this is a mistake, because like it's true that it works, but if I go Cross and I just light screen, is that better? Maybe it is. Maybe that is what I should do. Yeah, I'm gonna go into Crozma. I honestly, like, he can rock. He really can. He knows I'm AB. I think if I'm him, I think I rock, but yeah. Also, if he was Chople, that would just suck. I mean, my Drain would still do a lot, but he would live. I wouldn't get as much health back. Okay, so that did 32. And now I think I'm going to Light Screen, or maybe I should Morning Sun. Light Screen or Morning Sun. I'll Morning Sun. That way I can always come in on this. The thing is, like, I can Light Screen. He's almost certainly gonna go into, like, you know, Gren or something, but that's fine. Because, like, yeah, I can Light Screen and then go hands. Did you start naming your Necrozma Goopy? It would mean a lot to me. Yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna Morning Sun. He could stay into Rock here, and if he does, I mean, I guess that's fine. Yeah, he has a lot of weird spots against me. I wonder what he's thinking. He might be afraid of, like, this being set up. I am already out of range of a 2-hit KO for what it's worth. So here's Gouging, and it's not Boots either. So that's interesting. I'll go hard Krook like I did before. Krook is essentially like get rocks up, and then it's kind of like a warm body that just okay, that did 32. Now I'm going to Endure. Now here's the Aloe. Alright, so he doesn't. Alright, so the jig is up. He knows what I am. He knows what I am. I'm gonna go back to Prim. He should flip, but kind of like before, there is no good answer for him. So he flips. If I can just get this thing clean, if I can get Regidrago in on Alamomola clean, then it's just going to win. I'm almost certain it'll literally just win. The Iron Boulder is Terra Fairy. Okay, that's what I thought. I'll go back to hands. This is what it's for. Just gonna use it what it's for. Especially because the Iron Hands is weak to Fairy Boulder. So he Sludge Waves that. Not gonna poison. Could go back to Mamo. I kind of want to Drain Punch. I think I am gonna Drain Punch. Okay, so he goes Aloe. He's not Boost. We'll see if he's Helmet. He is not. He's Eject Button. The thing is, like, none of these switches are that great for it. None of these switches are that great. That's kind of the problem. Is the even if this is Terra Fairy, so even though it's Booster Boulder, my Scarf Darkrai will Sludge Bomb it. So if I can get like any chip on the Boulder, then we're pretty much in business. So here's Gouging Fire. I'm just gonna go back to Crook and sack it. The Earthquakes. Okay. Um, the thing is, like, it's now or never for this guy. So, Earthquake. Goes hard aloe. Okay. Let's see. He could be Wish. He could be Wish. I could just like try and rack up more damage, maybe. But now that the gouging is out, the gouging's dead now. There's no removal. Part of me wants to just, yeah, I think I'm just gonna Earthquake. Part of me wanted to be cute and like endure, so like he goes flip turn and then hits me, but I'm not that cute because he could just Wish and then it'd be a bad play. So he's gonna Wish. I think he's probably gonna Protect. So this is probably gonna be like my chance to get in the Drago. It was hard gouging. Okay, that doesn't work. Yeah, you cannot do that. Yeah, Wish does not go before hazards. I'm not sure if Wish works like Healing Wish, where like it's still in the air, or if he just wasted it. I'm not sure. One cool thing in theory is that if he goes Gren, like I could just stay in theory. I could. I don't know if I would though. I don't know if I would stay in. If I'm him, I'd probably go. Yeah. Ooh, actually, I just realized he has no good play here. He literally has no good play because if I'm maybe his plays to go Iron Boulder and CC. Maybe that's his best play. The thing is, my Drago outspeeds Mamoswine, or maybe we speed tie it from his point of view. I actually know that I don't. I don't have a ton of speed. I mean, I have 176, so it's not like nothing. But from his point of view, like we could maybe speed tie with Mamo. But then he has to get this click right. He has to either Earthquake or Ice move. Now this isn't a concern for me, so I just Earthquake, or I just am going to Necrozma. But that Earthquake at 37 times 2. I need a Morning Sun again. I want to get this. Does he flinch me? Ooh, let's go. Okay, Earth Power does 40. I can Photon. I'm just gonna Earth Power. He Earthquakes me. I'm gonna Morning Sun. He might flinch me. If he flinches me, it is what it is. He's in range of like Aqua Jet anyway, so I think I'm gonna Morning Sun again. He's gonna keep trying to flinch me. So this next one won't even do it. So I'm gonna Earth Power. Don't flinch. Ooh, he might kill me here. Unfortunate if he does. Alright, we trade, let's go! Okay, so now what we're looking at here is the Iron Boulder is going to get outsped by Scarf Darkrai. Once it's Terra Fairy, then it'll matter. The Primarina is pretty high health, so it won't Oko that. The Necrozma's going to die. And Iron Boulder has to click correctly against Drago. Iron Boulder will almost certainly have close combat, because it doesn't want to be just countered by Earthworm. So I think it's going to be like SD, CC, Terra Blast, and Terra. It's possible those are the only attacks. Otherwise, it would be, yeah, it would be cleave. So SD, terrible SCC for sure, and then last move will be like agility or cleave or something to that effect. But the thing is here, whatever he goes into has to attack. It pretty much has to attack, especially if he does go into Iron Boulder, he has to attack. I think Photon into... or Photon won't do anything. But he'll want to avoid Earth Power, I would think. So here's the Boulder. And it's Quark Speed. So I think I just want to Earth Power. Yeah, so he SDs. This is fine. I'm going to Photon. He can attack me if he wants to. Yeah, I think he'll just attack. If he's agility right now, then that'd be quite unfortunate. That'd be quite unfortunate. But he actually doesn't OHKO Primarina with anything. So I actually don't even have to jet if I don't want to. Goes to that. Now I need to verify what I just said. I need to verify what I just said. Why'd he cleave? Does kill me? That's crazy. So I would go into Darkrai, Sludge Bomb, and then Aqua Jet. Mineral 11, Mineral 54. Okay, so we go Darkrai, do Sludge Bomb, then I go Primarina and Aqua Jet. Oh, that just killed. Okay. Looks like I got a favorable roll there. He knows I'm Scarf as well. You too. I wonder if he'll play the rest out. My Sludge Bomb does a decent amount here. I'm gonna go back to hands. U-turn. Now it's Aloe. Thing is, like, I can just T-punch, right? It'll do quite a lot. Yep, so he's a very slow. What are you gonna go for? It literally doesn't matter. I don't have to get this play right. His strongest attack would be a water move. He goes for Ice Beam. Alright. And we won. So yep, GG. I think I got every play that time right. I did find myself in moments where like I wanted to make the wrong play, as you probably watched. And they were plays that would have worked, but they were not like 100% optimal. So yeah. I know I said this for the other two games, but like there might be a replay review, there might not. Normally, like when I either lose a game or I just play, I have turns that I think are questionable, I'll do a replay review, but I just haven't really been in complicated positions, and I think like my prep has basically foreseen everything I've done. So yeah, I'll see you for the next game, and yeah, we're 3-0, so let's fucking go. Let's fucking go.